Good morning, everyone. It's great to be with you again. My name is Claire, and this morning I just want to share briefly about the topic of faith. I've been reading Hebrews, which contains a lot about this topic, and it talks a lot about people of faith. And some of these people are Abraham and Sarah. And if you were at the service yesterday there for the free, you would have seen that I was sharing about Hagar, who was the mother of Ishmael, Abraham's firstborn son. Abraham and Sarah and his wife Sarah had this promise from God, and we see with Hagar that they were trying to get the promise for themselves. They couldn't see how God was going to do it, and so they almost like tried to make it their own way, tried to get the promise their own way. And I look at this and I see it looks like failure. It looks like they're messing up. But I want to say that Abraham and Sarah were not defined by their imperfection. They were defined by their faith in the moments where they did trust. We see in Hebrews, in chapter 11, they are named as people of faith because they did continue, even though they messed up, they got up again and they continued to walk forward in trusting God for the promises that were to come for them. And this book, Hebrews, is full of people. It talks about Moses, who again messed up at times, but he got up and he carried on. And what is faith? You know, Hebrews tells us in chapter 11, verse 1, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. And this is exactly, there's hope and promises and things not seen for us as there was for the people in the days of the olden days of the Bible in history. And for us, what are the things that are unseen? It's the eternal hope that we have. You know, it's the kingdom that's to come. We can look at the world around us with coronavirus and everything going on, and maybe situations in our own lives, and we can think, where's your victory, God? We can't see how you're going to do this thing. How can we continue walking forward in faith? But we're called to that. That's what we're called to. We are people of faith. We were people of faith when we first believed, and we're people of faith now. And I want to encourage us this morning, even when there's times where we have fallen down, that God says there's a hope for us to continue to get up and to continue to walk forward. And I'm going to read the words of Hebrews chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. You may know the words, they're quite common, quite well known. But it says, therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. And we see Jesus, who just never gave up. He had the challenges. We can't even imagine his challenges, but he kept going. He is the author of our faith and the perfecter of our faith. And he is the example that we have to follow. And he is the one that understands what we are going through and more. And so I want to encourage us today and this week, as we go into this new week, we can get up and keep going. We're not defined by our imperfections. We're defined by Jesus. And so I hope that's an encouragement to you, to me this morning. Let's keep going. Let's keep pressing on. Let's just keep walking one step, taking one step forward in the race that we are in, so that we can reach the end and reach the goal. That it's doable. Jesus shows us that there is a way, and he gives us the strength to keep going. So let's keep doing that today. Let's not be defined by our imperfections and our failures, but let's be defined by Jesus. Then we are his sons and daughters, and we can keep pushing forward on the race that is set before us. Have a great day.